Good morning, Mr. Seal.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who do you think you are?
Beans is the name. One of the Boston beans.
Good morning, Mr. Hardy.
Quiet. Camera. Action.
No rattlers could rip her, no python could nip her, for she was a last word in class. Sweet Frosty Farmer, the lovely snake charmer, who fell for a snake in the grass.
She shunned all the geezers on flying trapezers and led all the acrobats past. The sweet Flossie Farmer, the lovely snake charmer,
Went boom for a snake in the grass.
Beans is the name. One of the Boston beans. Boop boop be doo. Boop boop be doo. Ain't you kinda glad and ain't you kinda gay when you hear me say I love you? Oh, tell me, baby. Boop boop be doo be doo. Won't you? Huh? Darling, I am growing older. Silver. Ow! You're next, Bimbo. Darling, I am growing older. Ready? Come on, boys, give it to me. Atta boy, make it hot. Darling, I am growing old. Come on, gang, all out for the finale. No? Go in. Go, go. Darling, I am growing
Alright, looks like we're almost ready to start. Give things a second to wind up, I suppose. Certain manner of speaking. Fight. Alright. Skibbity-bip-bop-ba-da-ba. Need to do a little bit of an audio test, make sure everything's working fine. Everything looks good. Why am I hitting the wrong button? I can't believe myself sometimes. Okie dokie. Movie's ready to rumble. Oh, wait, no it's not. Shoot, hang on. Yeah, sounds good so far. That's not why I said that. I need, what is it, the width? Calculate the width. With, that, plus, what is it, 1.8? 1.85 to 1. Okay, so that's 1334? I think so. Yep, looks like it. 1334. Yep. Alright, excellent. You guys. Skibbity-bip-bop. We're gonna keep waiting around for a bit, under the assumption that my darling doe may be showing up. So just give it a moment. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. Is she feeling better? She hasn't said anything to me since yesterday. I don't know if she's feeling better or not. She said that her voice, she's been throwing out her voice a lot. So, no confirmation whether or not she's feeling swell or not. It doesn't seem to eat resource, so I'm not understanding why. Those are tiny in comparison. Pretty much everything else. Where's your face? Where's my face? I need my curtain. Where's my face? How dare you? How dare you ask me such a question? Where's my face? My face is right where it belongs. On my head. Alright, let's see. Face hole. Ooh, there I am. One stream where comics spoke for DF when she threw it over. We were doing Sleeping Beauty that night, I believe it was. I believe it was Sleeping Beauty. I remember that one. Nah. Remember? Do you remember? The 21st night of September. I don't know the song all that well. Never a cloudy day. La ba ba ba. Maria, say if you remember. Maria, also a black cauldron. Maria, you are absolutely right. But I don't remember many things about Black Cauldron. Ellen Wee and Taryn? I don't even remember the old fart's name. That's it. Like, Ellen Wee and Taryn and Gurgi, Horn King, and fucking I don't even remember the witches' names. I don't remember that little green froggy little goblin stooge for the Horn King. I don't remember his name. singing that nonsense over some music. So I'm turning off that music. That's gotta be. And I can't hear the music. The pig is cute. Coming. Not as cute. Just digging out the quotes. Just digging it out. Digging out the stuff that I don't remember. That totally sounds like a thing I would say, though. So I do believe you when you say I said that. That sounds like something I'd say. Okay, let's see. Curtain looks good there. Curtain looks good. It's kind of red at the edge there, isn't it? Oh, and then I pulled that away. Oh, not really. Okay, and then all I need to do is turn on the... Hey, look! It's Christmas. That's a little preview of what we'll be discussing, but I won't tell you which one. And there's 18. Take a shot of the dark to figure out which Christmas special we'll be watching for Christmas. Vote now. Let's see. Where's the light? Show me the light. Oh God, I'm blind. Turn down the light. I'm not turning it down. I'm pushing the plus button. Minus. Plus is positive, minus is negative. Eventually we'll do Pixar movies, but no marathons. No more marathons. I feel like we're choosing movies at random right now, but like, you know, within a certain theme. We had a Halloween, we had a Halloween, we had Harley Hain, and if you hear rumbling, my aunt's watching fucking The Wild Robot in the other room. Good movie, but bad timing. That's partially my fault, I guess. I mean, I live in a house with other people. I could stop doing these streams, put my ass into it, and move into it, move out. Ratatouille? Oh God. No, that's the new idea. That's the new idea. That would be the new idea. The new idea would be that anytime we do a Pixar movie, we have to do its animated ripoff, either before or after the movie. Imagine that. Imagine that. Also, I've been puzzling over like what to do about like Roger Rabbit. Like, absolutely not doing Mary Poppins. That's too much live action. It's only one segment. But Roger Rabbit has animation at the beginning and animation at the end. It has animation all the way through, with a few choice scenes that don't have animated characters in them. And by comparison, thusly, it makes me wonder, should I do Roger Rabbit? Like, I feel like I should do Roger Rabbit. But should specifically, like, skip to the parts with animation. Create an edit of the movie where it's only when an animated, like, only the scenes with animated characters. Oh, hello, Ryder. Hope you didn't twist your ankle. Oh, she's saying things. My beautiful is saying things. Okay, and let me fix my horrible spelling, because I am so bad. Streamer mode, turn it on so that the thing doesn't make noise. And here I go. Hello, honey. That's perfectly fine. You gotta rest up your voice. You have a warm tea with you? All right. We'll definitely get yourself some tea after we're done here. All right, starting in a... Oh, hang on. I gotta display the stuff to the people. That's the movie we're watching. This is the cover, and this is the movie. All right, now, 3, 2, 1. And a great big hey, howdy, hey to all my goofy goobers out there. Welcome back to Animanic Commentaries with C.Auzi. Bad throat. And tonight, we're going to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. So because it's so difficult to find animated films, like you wanted to find some animated films for Indigenous Peoples Month that would make some lick of sense. And what did we have? We had Spirit, and of course we opened up with Book of Life or Coco. Yeah, I think we opened up with Coco because we ended the last... Because we ended October with Book of Life, then we did Coco. But that was for Dia de los Muertos. And then we thought Spirit, which, pretty good. And this movie has absolutely nothing to do with Indigenous peoples aside the fact that it takes place on Thanksgiving. Like, on Thanksgiving. Like the Nativity takes place on Jesus' birthday. Like, this takes place on Thanksgiving. So, yeah, if you could briefly go over your familiarity with the movie. Yeah, I'd say that I personally like Migration far better, but I also haven't watched this movie in a long time, so maybe my opinion will adjust slightly. But I think the last time I did watch it, I just kind of had it on in the background. But no, you fucking... No. Are you kidding me? Fucking hell, I hate... Context, the Discord... The Discord audio capture always Hold on a minute. If I think about it for a hot minute. The Discord audio capture always decides that it wants to fail as soon as I start. Didn't add it back in. All right. Testing. There it goes. Good lord.
Oh. What were you... Are you saying that it wasn't capturing my voice?
Yep.
Oh. Not that there was much to hear.
All right. Well, it's C.Auzi. It's DF. She's seen it once. Not in theaters, right?
No. I think when it came on Netflix the first time.
Yeah.
When I was in college and I got bored sometimes, so I'd pick whatever's on Netflix.
And hey, you know what? I don't even think this movie is necessarily that bad. That is... Okay, you know what? We're just gonna get in...
It's not bad. It's just, it's nonsensical, not to be taken seriously.
It's definitely nutty. Definitely goofy, cuckoo bananas.
Okay, so if you guys didn't hear, I have a cold. I'm not going to talk too much, okay?
Yeah, you'll probably hear her interject every now and then. But it's the C.Auzi loves the sound of his own voice hour for the time being. So get set for synchronization. Set up for synchronization.
You said it, not me.
Yep, set for synchronization. Well, I do like the sound of my own voice. Anyway. At least I'm honest about it. But now that everybody's most likely ready to start their copy of the film, we're going to begin in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm still sending and capturing to you, setting up the subtitles. Shaboom. But real effects the Real Effects is the same animation studio that was responsible for Book of Life. I do not know if Relativity, like the production, like Real Effects is an animation studio. I believe they were also outsourced for like those 3D Looney Tunes. According to all known laws.
I mean,
of
what did I tell you? Thank you, George Takai.
Yep.
Like I said, not to be taken seriously. Hey, look.
Yep. No, we were just talking about that one. A Christmas ham, an Easter chocolate, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. 4th of July and Thanksgiving are I love that fucking, like,
Also, we have Lightning McQueen here.
Yep. And that's a title drop. Right inside his mouth.
Owen Wilson.
Yep.
He's blue this time.
Yep.
You know, people have compared this to Ratatouille a little bit. I always have like a blue one and a red one.
Yeah. I mean, cyan. I mean, blue and red aren't that far off from cyan magenta. They're very complementary. There's a very dumb birds. This is very. I feel if you are familiar with the entire DreamWorks catalog, just a little out of pocket, but if you've ever seen Chicken Run, this is quite a stark contrast. It is more similar to it is more similar to the scene in Migration. That is, Migration scene is more similar to this.
Yeah. I think this is like Chicken Run with turkeys meets Back to the Future.
Yep.
So, to sum that plot off.
It's Shun the non-believer. That didn't quite add up.
Yeah,
it really
the
is.
person who speaks the truth is always.
And the color contrast also helps in like setting him entirely apart from all the other turkeys. He's cold and he's literally got blue feathers. It's a nice little. And cold turkey, yeah. There's something he... The anti-corn?
Lord. You know, how is this part a little too real right now?
You might even say there's a kernel of truth in it. There he is. And how many of us, like, didn't hear...
No, this was a thing?
Yeah, like, I first heard about it because of this movie.
Why does he have to be bigger? We're pardoning him, right?
Exactly.
Why?
Also, I love how obviously she's faking it.
How's this guy even still a better president?
Well, we don't actually.
No,
Well, actually, we don't even know what his campaign is. So, like,
Well, he's a better dad.
it's true.
Ooh, awkward.
Can't
Well,
say
it
the
doesn't look like
darndest
he's
things.
It doesn't look like he's married.
Single dad.
Presidents aren't always married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely a trailer line. You're like one
Yeah, I
joke you get to
remember.
put in the trailer. Not from. I don't think it was from. Was it from this scene? Might have been.
How long for? That's what I always wondered.
I think you kind of get to be the pardoned turkey until you die. That would be my assumption, because that's kind of the whole point.
I'm gonna look it up. Now I'm curious.
One can only hope.
Oh God, it's literal. I didn't even write P. I said, what happens to, and now what happens to pardoned turkeys is a second option.
Oh God. Well, it is Thanksgiving. Probably coming up in Google search a lot.
Ooh, President Joe Biden pardoned 2 turkeys named Peach and Blossom from Thanksgiving dinners. And this is just a day ago, so. It's in Minnesota.
Nice. And here we have very strange television.
Okay, they will be sent to live at the Farm America in Minnesota, according to the National Turkey Federation. Aw, they're cute.
Yes, soap operas. God, like...
Oh, I see. They have an alternate. So I'm guessing they got to have an alternate in case one of them acts up during the ceremony. So that's why there was 2 of them. That's interesting. Okay. The presidential flock is raised very similarly to turkeys that are marketed for consumer use. They are protected from extreme weather and predators in the barn and are free to strut about.
No.
And I guess the difference is that they don't get eaten.
Pretty much.
This is a little silly what they're doing here. Ooh, prior to the pardoning presentation, the turkeys may be visited by school children. They are also sometimes brought to local classrooms.
Nice. And then...
Ooh, and the 2 birds that were pardoned this year were 40 and 41 pounds, respectively. So yeah, pretty big.
He's becoming friends with the pizza man. Oof. Until one day.
So it started for the
Some
tradition
bonehead
started
fucked
from
it.
President Harry Truman in 1947.
Well, that sponsorship definitely didn't pan out for Chuck E. Cheese's benefit. Now they're basically no longer around. That
Okay.
is pretty scary.
All right, so the other 6 turkeys that Biden pardoned are named Peanut Butter and Jelly, Chocolate and Chip, as well as Liberty and Belle.
Oh, that's cute.
So there you go. There's your little informational lesson today.
It's...
That's funny because Star Trek reference. And we have George Takei in here.
Yep. This guy does not have a lot going on upstairs. They established that very quickly.
A nickel for every
He's-
time Owen Wilson had a pretty absent-minded best friend character.
Yep.
Be 3D
Yep.
when everything was 3D.
To start. But like they've got So I absolutely do like the little feather details that really make this. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. This guy. Guys, I think we're going back in time to get to the first Thanksgiving, to get turkeys off the menu.
First time I saw the trailer, I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
This guy is so dense. He's got a tiny little bird brain rattling around in that head of his. And eventually he says something. And that's about it. Whoop. Elevators like that where they're just on a single platform and they don't have, and they're just next to the walls of the shaft are always so fucking dangerous.
You know, I barely remember anything from this movie. I just realized, aside from what was in the trailer.
Well, they got these guys.
No, but I'm like, I just realized how much of this movie I forgot happened.
Yeah, it's completely nutty. Well, at least they're clean turkeys. And what's really bright, and also
Annie
Annie
has an
Ann's
old baby.
Old Baby. Man, the sponsorships really did wonders for this film. I do love the contrast, the absolute parallel, the blue line versus the red line, the Reggie versus Jake. Like that's good that's good color scripting.
That was that wing thing.
And you didn't think the president would come back. Yep. Who's the kooky one now? Whoop.
Yeah. Even if when you're privileged, in the end, you're still a turkey to them.
Yep. A bird's a bird.
Reminds me of Madagascar a little bit.
Good point. Oh God. Whoop. Huh. I mean,
Yeah, because that had actually worked. You could tell they're really bored with their jobs.
Yeah.
Exterminate. Doctor Who.
Tactile at work. Yeah, pretty much. I guess they have to slowly power it up so that they don't take out a whole grid. Hmm? Well, And off they go.
Lulu. There are a lot of good gags here. Not gonna lie. Up. Whoop. Whoop. I can't imagine why the general is even remotely happy with this. Yep. I'll definitely appreciate when they employ that cartoony energy. Best voice for this.
Absolutely beautiful.
Fun fact, people, I actually am a descendant of the Mayflower Voyagers. Yeah, my ancestor was named William White. My bloodline cannot get any whiter, I swear. Well, that was very convenient of you to do it 3 days before.
It's also very convenient for the artificial intelligence on that ship to be able to understand the turkey's garbly arble arble arble.
Oh yeah, right. I didn't even realize that. It's with you. What is with you in your butt? I'm sorry, man. Oh, you're solar powered. Now, why didn't Doc Brown think of that?
That's not how that works. this dude. He did say take us to the first Thanksgiving.
I love George Takei in this. He's probably the highlight.
Might want to check yourself. I feel like even though they do a lot of the cartoony energy, some of the expressions on the characters are a little bit underplayed. Oh.
She must be the love interest. She looks almost exactly like him. And she's also blue. Oh, Miles Standish. Hi.
Yep. He also has heterochromia, very similar to... It was either the crazy old man yeah, I think the crazy old man turkey from the farm. Welcome to the...
they're basing the turkeys off of Native Americans. I mean, if they're living with Native Americans, then yeah.
Yep.
I'm sensing a threat to leadership here.
It's... Yeah. Oh. Sometimes you find in an animated film with stylized animals that they won't necessarily pay attention to the human designs, but I'd say this film does the human designs really well. I also love how her come on sounded like like we got a bit of that in the performances here from some of the actors, and I think that's really clever. That sometimes them saying things really fast. And they definitely treat it very cartoonishly.
Good. Well, you're also kind of being impulsive.
Yep.
Okay, what? Okay, enough with the close-ups on the turkey butts.
Whoop.
Ugh.
Oof.
Thank you. Definitely using the names of the. They're definitely using the names of real pilgrims.
Yeah.
That has as right historical accuracy as Peabody and Sherman. Oof. Okay, that's real.
Yeah.
That part's pretty real.
Yeah. Ow.
I know at least my ancestors survived, or I wouldn't be here today.
Good
People
lord.
think get stuck on the boat. Really makes Danish out to be like this big bounty hunter kind of thing.
Yeah, like he looks like he's out of one of those fucking like True Grit movies, like a fucking.
But yeah, guys, this is the same Miles Standish from the Courtship of Miles Standish. Priscilla Mullins and John Alden, William Alden, something like that. People speculate there wasn't even turkeys at the first Thanksgiving. Again, not meant to be historically accurate, but
The mayor, governor, but
Governor Bradford was a real person.
the Zhang the
You
goose
can
from Kung Fu
you can
Panda.
thank my
that's
Jumpstart games for teaching me that. Thank you. Ooh. The banter here, actually.
Yeah, the back and forth between the characters is. Yep.
She's like, I'm not sure if she's even picking up what he's putting down,
Yep.
or is she just messing with him? Put the glue.
Thank you, Jake. I mean, Joy and Lightning McQueen, not a ship you thought was possible.
Man, you stare at the TV. Well,
Yeah, pretty much.
what's a restaurant?
What a dumbass. Yep.
Yeah. Really don't remember much of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Oh, that's where I've heard Jenny's voice. That's Amy Poehler.
Yeah.
That's Joy.
Yep.
Inside Out. Now I know where I've heard Broadbeak from. That's Keith David,
Yep.
Honey.
Yep.
That's Keith David. Now I hear it.
He does kind of sound like King Andreas in this role.
Really? I just looked up. They apparently actually have some Native Americans voicing Native Americans in here.
Nice. I mean, they also like have we see very few.
Now, like Chief Massasoit here, that the actors of Mexican and Native American descent.
Ah.
And apparently it's a Star Trek.
No.
Baby.
Hello, guy.
That's true. Little babies. So things look bad, and your back's against the wall. Little babies.
No. They are very adorable little puffballs, aren't they?
She be. I just realized it's like 2 Pixar stars here.
Yeah.
Babies.
In the Star Trek comparisons, they're kind of like they kind of look like Tribble, don't they? Tribble with beaks. Is there some...
You know, you ever thought she might be your great 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 grandmother or something? We never questioned that.
How would that...
Wait a minute. Why are you Spanish? Why are you Spanish?
Why? Yeah, why would
We haven't gotten any Latinos over here yet. I'm way too far north for us to be in Latin America.
Yeah, and judging by his cadence and his performance, he seems to be more of a Hispanic turkey, which makes even less sense.
We haven't gotten any Hispanics anywhere around the Massachusetts area yet.
Not yet, but like still.
If we were maybe in Florida,
were there any
sure.
turkeys native to Spain? I don't.
Well, if we were in Florida, I'd probably understand. But okay, never mind. I shouldn't try to make any logic from this. But I shouldn't try to find any logic from this.
And the fact that he's getting closer. to their nest is a really good setup of tension.
Oh. I was like, what? God, every time Keith David speaks.
Yeah. I love him. There is some good comedy writing in this film. Down he goes.
Romance. Romance of blowing. Enemies to bromancers. That was unnecessarily mean. I don't think she's oblivious.
Damn, that's efficient. It's like the anti-Wile E. Coyote. He shouts.
You guys. What? 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 What?
Well, Jake's was just
What?
completely
What?
incoherent. Oh, now he's doing the Macarena.
Are they just trying to outdo each other on? Yes, they are.
When do they shuffle off to Buffalo?
What? Okay, is this for mating day? What?
Well, it started as hand signals, now it's completely devolved.
It is romance, or not? It is romance.
You know, I saw them come up together like that, and I was totally expecting tango.
Well, it's close.
This chipmunk.
Chipmunk just wants.
Where'd the other two come from?
Watch these
Damn.
traps. Can you feel the love tonight? Dude.
Bum bum.
Oh.
Ooh. Whoop. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Just a lot. It's a big planet.
Fair. Oh, you jerk.
Yeah. Woo. Now I always forget whether or not it's true if wild turkeys can fly or not.
I don't know.
Hmm. But bah. You know what I'm talking about. I have a sound effect for that.
Okay, let you stay.
Like, don't be a dumbass, Jake. Hmm? I love how that works.
Oh, but he's learning. See?
Yeah, where's Jake? They can fly, but not too far. Yeah, about the same as chickens. They can get a little bit of a they can get a little. They can get height, but they can't really go.
That's very funny. She's pretty witty.
They're very cute. Hmm. Oh boy. Yep. I've been saying that the entire time, essentially. The energy in this movie is just, like, at least for the voice actors, is really good. And the animation is very, like, very good technical quality.
You've been taking English lessons from Mojo Jojo or something?
The Turkey Industrial Complex.
It's sad.
No,
That's actually pretty sad.
poor kid.
It's 5 seconds.
Oh boy. Ah, shoot. Damn. Poor kid.
Yeah, see, the smartest thing you've said this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you're right. Actually, that is a good plan.
It's not a bad idea. But you are going in half cocked on this plan. Oh. Ouch.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Ooh.
Brains. Oh, it worked. Ouch.
Yep. Jake. Good lord.
I thought that was cats, not dogs.
Woo. Yeah, well, they're also like what would it be? 17th. They're 17th century dogs.
And he's like,
Okay.
he just not to question it. Hey, you guys are making a pretty good team.
It was a good plan. Relies on certain things going a specific way, but not terrible.
So, a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Really are. Yeah, there was no reason to do that.
No, none whatsoever.
Oh,
It's like, wouldn't even necessarily think anything odd of it, would they? Follow the light. The pretty light.
oh. If he hadn't grabbed that thing,
Yep.
Bill and Ted reference.
Yeah.
He had to be a glory hog.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
I mean, considering how superstitious Puritans were.
Yeah. Well, well, well. Yep. This movie is really, really good at setup and payoff. Uh-oh. Yep. Woo boy. Phew. Oh boy. Those dogs are feral. And they did a really good job at making them look like monsters. Well, they got this kerosene too. Bum bum. Whew. Oh,
And he got all the
he
babies.
got him.
Oh, he got the eggs this time.
Yeah.
Damn, for as nonsensical as the movie is, it's got some pretty heavy moments sometimes. Oh, not Keith David. Oh.
Eh. Oh.
How did I forget this happened?
This is very comedy movie until the fucking dad dies.
Remember who you are. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Now, can you imagine if Keith David played Mufasa in the
Oh.
live-action Lion King? Not that I would have liked it better, but it would have been pretty badass. Also, rest in peace, James Earl Jones.
Well, I guess if they ever need someone to like take over for him and like I don't know, I'm
Keith
sure they'll find a way to do another
would-
spin-off.
Keith David would be
Yeah.
really good, though. Oh, he's playing his dad.
Like in,
Well,
or
that's
like in a
apt.
Kingdom Hearts or some other video game kind of thing.
Yeah.
I forget this whole thing happened.
Yeah. Oh, man. And you give a really good sense of the, what I guess you would call this, awake.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying this. Can you paint with all the colors of the way? That's what it looks like. I'm sorry, it does.
And everyone has, and his children have a shell. Yeah. Damn.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like how he isn't too hurt by it.
Well, also because he's been butting heads with Jake, like, and we know Jake's an idiot.
And he realizes, yeah, and he also realizes he can't take her with him.
We'll go down swinging. We will not go quietly into the night.
You know, if he hadn't gone back in time, would he still have died? But he still found the time machine. Oh.
Damn.
Oof. Damn. Damn,
Shit,
man.
man.
I mean, I don't blame him.
And I also don't blame Jake either, cause the powder horn, like, he really, like, wants to, like, make
Immense.
up for what he did. And the bush. Yeah.
Oh, God. Totally forgot this whole scene.
Ironically, he was.
What happens to the rest of these guys?
Not sure it really matters.
Probably. But does this mean they cease to exist?
Well, no, cause like when Peabody and Sherman went back in time in their movie, they ended up fusing with themselves. But these guys were high-fiving and shit. I think it really doesn't matter in this case.
Doesn't mean they're just... I don't know. I just...
Yeah.
confused.
Him.
This is one movie where the time travel rules don't make sense.
Yeah. No.
Oh, babies. Come on, you can't hit a man with babies. Right? It's like, you back?
Yep.
Gonna fight.
And this time he'll be following the lead instead of trying to take the lead without really knowing what he's doing.
I love her. They're all magnetized to him. So cute.
Yeah.
You think you're the fuzzy face. Oh,
Yep.
right. Okay, now this whole thing makes sense.
Yeah. And everything comes full circle. This is what can be really fun.
Came up with the wording.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he went back in time and told him all this stuff, and then Jake told him all this stuff, who came up with those words?
Who actually wrote Beethoven?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like,
Uh.
wait, where did that peach come from? Someone threw it at you.
This hurts my brain more than that. Ooh,
But that someone was me.
shark bait. Ooh, haha.
Like, Jake is a very good self-motivator.
Yeah, I was about to say. I felt like, am I gonna take this seriously?
You can't convince me it's confusing. I mean, it's probably the most straightforward thing in this whole movie. This is just a comedy onslaught. Like, for such a comedic film, they definitely considered the consequences of their time travel pretty well.
Yeah, apparently
Yep.
that guy is actually of Native American descent, and he was on Star Trek. Next Generation, I think.
We just got so much Star Trek in here. Are you not seeing what the turkeys are doing right now? You guys are
But I love how
outnumbered.
the Wampanoag just come in and they're like,
They're outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned.
what second
Whoop.
save?
Whew. Neat trick.
It's a weird movie.
Whoop.
Man, history doesn't say you die for a while. Okay, I think. Or maybe not. I forget what happens to him.
Good lord.
Meanwhile, the monsters are like, we came over for dinner. What the hell's going on? Somebody's dressed. Thanks, Steve. What a bro. Ooh,
Pizza, pizza, pizza,
right.
pizza, pizza.
And now this is the part that doesn't make sense. Dumb. I remember this. Okay, that checks. That checks. It's the like guy just walking in like, but, Chuck E. Cheese. This is so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pizza thing I remember. Yeah, don't bring them anything that they could actually conceivably make. You know?
And this is... Whoop.
Yeah, bromance.
Huh.
Whatever. Jovi. Ew.
Oof. And that's very Peabody and Sherman of them.
A time for pizza in 1621.
I think
And nothing they can feasibly make with the ingredients they have. It is. I'm sorry, that is a really weird solution. You're right, the whole pizza thing is a Peabody and Sherman thing.
Yeah. That
Sulu.
and I have to imagine that is not even remotely sequel bait because it's just absolutely nonsensical.
Take us out, Sulu. You know, it's fun that it's Sulu because Sulu's always driving the ship. In Star Trek, yeah. Have we actually seen Star Trek? Ah, there it is.
There
oh
it goes.
Yeah, have you actually seen Star Trek?
Me seeing Star Trek? Not really. Not really.
My parents have the whole series on box set DVD.
And now they're
the animated
now they're
series.
sticking Reggie in the famous paintings of American history.
And the animated
And they're
series, which is essentially season 4.
And they're crossing the Delaware. Of course.
We've been there. Owen Wilson. Voice acting was pretty good. Crazy as this movie
Yeah.
was.
Yep. It's absolutely bonkers.
Okay, space turkey.
turkey.
Get turkey something.
Now they're just taking the piss. As if they weren't already. Is that team supposed to be the Eagles?
I don't know.
Because that'd be very funny. How many zeros is that?
It's 1 million, I think.
Good lord. Oh, but we're not done yet.
Like a turkey stuffed with a duck stuffed with a chicken, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
It's
think
like,
you have to.
just
I
because
think
it's
you
not
have to.
Thanksgiving,
I think you have to put you have to put the duck in the chicken into the turkey, like the small. It's like a matryoshka doll of birds, but you eat it.
And you know, that's fair because just because we got them on the menu for Thanksgiving doesn't mean people never eat turkeys ever
Yeah.
again.
It's absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, the animation is probably one of the reasons why I don't necessarily come back to it because like it's fine, but it's like
I mean, it's
and
typical
it is
for the 2010s.
yeah yeah but mostly for me it's like otherwise like the comedy is really great, but like I don't think they lean into the like bonkers, like, nature of the film. It's like, this film would have done, like, significantly better in a humor sense if it was, like, Hotel Transylvania or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Like, absolutely off-the-wall animation just to match how absurd the overall film is. And come on, we watched Aladdin. It's not like you have to always have them move around with that kind of off-the-wall zaniness. You know, because, like...
I think Squad summarizes it the best. This film is undeniably stupid, but in an enjoyable way.
That is probably the best way of phrasing it. That is absolutely true. Like, you watch it for the meme.
Yeah, the first time I watched this, I'm like, you're kidding. They fixed this by replacing turkeys with pizza?
They replaced turkeys with pizza.
No.
And
no, this is like one of those films where, like...
and that problem would be like, well, what are we going to do this year? We don't know how to make pizza. And then like, years later, the Italians finally get off the boat. It's like, welcome to New York.
Yeah, but you know how I am? You know, it's some... You know, time travel things... This is like one of those films where, like, the time travel had no negative repercussions. Like, what was with all the Reggies coming in at once? And I'm like, so would the other ones just, like, pop out of existence? Or did he actually go back all those times?
I mean,
just so that's could happen?
It really... Well, thankfully, this isn't Meet the Robinsons, so those aren't really things that make me go insane. It's just a lot of... It's just a lot of fun and a half.
And, you know, the repercussions of, like, stopping the deaths of millions of turkeys, wouldn't that cause, like, an overflow of turkeys in the future?
Well, he did come back with the turducken, so...
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It didn't really become a permanent problem.
Probably wouldn't have
inspired himself until the other three versions came.
I guess.
I think the fourth one was just there for a lark, though. He was just there for funs.
That was hurting my brain more than the peach was, honestly.
Yeah, but the biggest problem with the peach is that it's perpetually fresh and wasn't born from a tree. At least Reggie, you know, the egg came before the turkey. We can pretty much think on that. That peach was sprung into the ether and didn't exist.
If people are wondering what we're talking about the peach from Milo Murphy's Law.
Yes. The peach, yeah.
Okay. Just bearing in mind, not everyone in the audience may understand the reference we're making.
That's true. But it's a standard time travel conundrum of, like, going back in time, and Doctor Who explained it with, like, taking Mozart's music back in time so he could sign it, but found that there was no Mozart to, like, who existed. So he had to find the man who would become Mozart. So who wrote the music, right? Or it was Beethoven. Either way, it was like...
Beethoven.
Yeah, it was Beethoven. But it's like, who wrote it? And I forget what that time travel theory was called. But a peach cannot beat Tai Lung. You're right about that, Scribe. Which, honestly, that is about as out of pocket as everything in this film. Like, I guess I would come back to this film in a Thanksgiving capacity, because if I would come back to all the Christmas films around Christmas time, and it's like, what's an animated film to watch around Thanksgiving? Charlie Brown? No, Freebirds. It was Freebirds.
Yeah, I think I was the one who suggested it, because I'm like, Thanksgiving. Oh, well, that one. It was the only one I could think of.
And it's not unreasonable. There's like, there's not a lot of animated movies for Thanksgiving. You get Charlie Brown. And then
apparently we have that horror movie now, if you want.
I'm talking about animated movies. Like,
okay,
there's
but
not...
just in general. Thanksgiving's not a really big movie.
I mean, the closest thing you get, like, is kind of like Charlie Brown. Sometimes you'll have a Thanksgiving episode of a TV series or something. Sure, but again, that's not a movie. We need more animated Thanksgiving films. You know, probably. Or at the very least, you know... something we can put on that would fit the fall aesthetic.
There's Winnie the Pooh Seasons of Giving.
Okay, see that? That's true. But even the Seasons of Giving technically just takes... We're Back at Dinosaur Story technically counts. You're right, because of the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot. No, don't get me started on that movie.
That's definitely one we'll talk about with the kind of animation that would have made this movie so much better in my eyes. Like, just absolutely nutty.
Okay, but you know, in terms of plot, as wacky as the Freebirds plot is, at least it was a consistent plot, whereas We're Back at Dinosaur Stories felt like two different plots.
It's well, you know, we will have to talk about it because that movie has some story issues. Animation issues? No, animation in that movie is great, but like the through line is a little odd. And there is a through line, but it does get but it does have that whole being hijacked by the kid having his own entire thing that he's trying to do. It's like both plots are, but I guess we can talk about that when we get to that. But for this movie,
sorry, I had to read Scribe's comment. I had to read Scribe's comment regarding the peach, but a peach can't beat Tai Lung.
That was totally random. A movie, Dylan. You took the words right out of my mouth. But like,
it's fun.
It's like. It's fun when the jokes are really, really fun. Like, the jokes are actually really good. Like, the comedy writers they had on this, like, I kind of wish I read the credits because, like, really, really good. Really, really good comedy writing. And really good, like, really good comedy beats, you know? It's the timing.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to watch something totally nonsensical, not meant to be taken seriously, the movie even says in the beginning, it's not meant to be taken seriously.
Except for the talking turkeys.
Except I did. I was going on about all the historical stuff. I'm like, okay, shut up. I should stop.
I mean, and of course, obviously, the time machine is telling us. Can you also note that it's the voice of the time machine narrating that opening, and he actually understood the turkeys talking. So, of course, when the time machine says the talking turkeys part was totally real, yeah, you'd say that because you can understand what they're saying. None of the other humans can understand what they're saying. So that's...
Take us out, Mr. Sulu.
Yep. Which, honestly, is probably the most time travel, like, logic in the whole movie, is that Steve the Time Machine narrates the bit about talking turkeys at the front of the movie.
Yeah.
See, the guys, the people who made this movie were definitely thinking through the consequences. Must be equipped with a universal translator. Yeah, but who designed that and decided needs that in a time machine? Probably somebody who wanted to go, you know.
No, probably like you said, AI. So maybe it was able to figure it out.
Probably somebody who wanted to go visit the Tower of Babel or something. Somebody who wanted to go so far back in time with a language that nobody knows, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Or maybe it was like, yeah, you're right.
It also
maybe it was
works
like
on animals.
whatever Mr. Peabody did to the Wayback. I mean, in this.
Yeah.
Which in the first episode, like, well, what did he say? He said, "Never mind, I'll fix it." And we don't even know what he actually did.
What he did is he just did something to the Wayback itself because you know it's cartoons. I mean, the Wayback in the original cartoon was just the door, and they walk through the door. I do like what they did while using the door and making it. But I guess we should talk about that when we can. Right. Time travel movies on time travel movies on time travel movies. Like we could go on and on, but that is about it, and that's it. It's really I'd say if you enjoyed it in any amount, you could put it on as background noise, or you could just make it a holiday tradition. Because this movie is absolutely nuts. If you do make it a holiday tradition, though, you gotta have at least some pizza at your Thanksgiving table, I think. Just
Okay.
But anyway, thank you all so much for joining us on this wacky chrono adventure. And if you're viewing this after the fact, thanks for watching. Anything else you want to say?
No. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep. Take care, stay safe, and be kind in all that you do. Good night, everybody.
Yay.
And